We want to build the #1 international baseball league.
Oh, what a catch! What a catch, baby!
Like I said, I feel blessed.
The pitcher grabbed by Schlitter goes for the force of the plate.
Ground ball, double play, game over. Wow!
This is a money ball, gentlemen, and this. Money ball!
All right, we're back at it again with the Baseball United podcast, and we are officially 2 weeks out from the Baseball United UAE Series, February 14th through the 16th at Baseball United Ballpark. Get your tickets right now on Platinumlist. I'm Liam Skiffington, and today I'm joined by a pitcher for the Arabia Wolves, Mr. Alex Katz. Alex, it's great to see you, bro. How's everything been going?
Thank you. Yeah, everything's going well. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So, Alex, your baseball journey started. You were drafted by the Chicago White Sox in 2015. Tell me a little bit about your experience with the White Sox organization.
Yeah. So I was drafted in 2015 out of St. John's University. I was with them for a few years, got traded to the Orioles, then actually back to the White Sox, Long Island Ducks in Atlantic League, and then back to affiliate ball with the Royals, then the Cubs, and then Atlantic League. The last couple of years, so been all over the place since that journey began in 2015.
Yeah, Alex. So when you're bouncing around these minor league teams, like, what's a trade look like for a minor leaguer? Can you bring me into that a little bit?
Yeah. It's definitely different from a player's perspective versus from the outside. I just remember going to the field one day, and I actually was working on in the gym. And I was at the ballpark for a few hours already. And then when I went out to the field to play catch just before batting practice, one of the coaches told me to come into the clubhouse and give the farm director a call. And they don't tell you who you're traded for or what you're traded for, you know. So
does your heart kind of start palpitating when you hear someone say, okay, like, you're going to get a call, be ready for it?
Yeah, because, you're going about your day just, you're getting ready for the game. You're not expecting that to happen. When you're getting ready for a game, you're locked in. You're going about your business, especially in such a long season. You have all your routines. So it's definitely unexpected. I feel like most of the time. I feel like sometimes in the big leagues, guys knew they were on the trading block, but I didn't think I was on the trading block. I feel like it just happened. So yeah, it definitely was a surprise. I remember the Orioles called me up and told me I was actually getting a promotion. So that that was obviously a pleasant surprise.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think it just depends on the organization. Now with the union, every team has to offer, I think, apartments. But when I was with the Orioles, we had host families. So that was 2017. So just since 2017, even since 2021, so much has changed in minor league baseball.
Yeah, the minor leagues have really made a ton of progress since, like you said, 2021. It's been crazy. So, Alex, you also have had the opportunity to compete for the Israel national team on the WBC stage in the Olympics. Tell me a little bit about what it means to you to be able to represent Israel on a national stage like the WBC.
There's honestly no better feeling than representing a nation or even, your heritage, your culture. In high school, I've represented my high school. In college, I represented my university, which is still 20,000 plus people. But, there's really no better feeling than representing millions of people all around the world. There's obviously more pressure, but, if you use that pressure the right way, it could really bring some positive and help you stay focused and bring your A game to the ball field.
In the 2023 World Baseball Classic, you guys made a little bit of noise behind manager Ian Kinsler. What was your experience like with Ian and just that team in general?
Yeah. With 2023 team, I didn't know most of the guys until we got to the mini camp. It's definitely tough to put a team together and bond, that quickly. But we had a lot of talent, and a lot of great players, and we put up a fight that tournament. I think 2017 we had more success. 2023 was a tough pool that we were in with Dominican, Venezuela, Puerto Rico. Even Nicaragua was a very, very good team, but luckily we beat them that game, so we don't have to requalify. But we definitely put up a fight against some of the other teams.
Alex, what does the roster construction for a WBC team or Olympic team look like? Like, does the manager just call you and ask if you're interested in playing?
Yeah, I think it's different depending on what player you are. If you're like a Jock Peterson guy that played in the big leagues for 5-10 years, it's more them kind of selling you to get on the team. If someone calls it, if someone calls me and tells me I'm invited for a WBC, I'm saying yes right away. As a guy that hasn't gotten to the big leagues yet, and obviously not a superstar. I think it's different for everybody. I was always on the radar, especially being on the 2017 team, and then on the Olympic team and playing with other with Team Israel for other tournaments as well.
Baseball in 2028, Alex, I'm sure you know this, but it's making its return to the Olympics. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, luckily I won't be too old by then, so I think hopefully my arm's still working then.
There we go.
I think that should be exciting. I heard there might be more than 6 teams for 2028 because in Japan there are only 6 teams that qualified. Out of all the countries that play baseball, I'm hoping that there's at least 8 to 10 teams. But obviously our goal is to requalify. The roster is going to look a lot different. We had a lot of older guys that were retiring from the 2020, 2021 team. But no, it should be exciting. It's going to be here. It's going to be here before we know it.
I'm sure you've seen the rumors as well. There's rumors swirling that major league players might be allowed to participate in the Olympics. They haven't in years past, but if they're able to do that, I mean, what a boost to all of those rosters across all those competing countries.
I think good for Team USA. I don't think good for any other country.
Dominican, I guess, right?
Yeah. Why do I say? Yeah, Dominican, USA would be good for. It won't be good for us because most of the qualified Jewish players in Major League Baseball don't have Israeli citizenship. So you obviously need citizenship to play in the Olympics compared to the WBC. So obviously every American in Major League Baseball has a U.S. passport, U.S. citizenship, right? So that would be good for Team USA. Same for Dominican. Team Japan, it's all Japanese players. They're always nasty. They're probably one of the best teams every year in every tournament. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I want Team Israel to have as much of an advantage as possible, right?
Right, exactly. Talking about your baseball experience, let's transition a little bit because you are also a very successful entrepreneur, and I certainly want the audience to hear about this. Tell me a little bit about how you founded Stadium Custom Kicks.
Yeah, so I was with the White Sox 2017, 2018, and 2015 to 2017. And in 2017, I played in the World Baseball Classic with Team Israel. That was really the first time that I could wear custom cleats because in college we had to wear team-issued cleats. And then with the White Sox, we had to wear solid black cleats, especially in the minor leagues. We had to pretty much black out our cleats. So pretty much just painted a pair for myself and posted them on social media, and friends and teammates asked how they could do the same thing. And just over the years, it has grown into what it is today.
Did you ever think it would be as big as it is today?
No, not even close. Not even close. I thought it'd be something where we paint 3 to 4 pairs a month. Never in my wildest dreams would I have imagined that it would turn into what it is now.
Are you an artist by trade?
So the first few years, up until probably the COVID year, since I was home all summer, the season was canceled. I was painting 5 to 10 pairs a week.
Wow.
Myself. Obviously, we have a team of 30 artists right now, and I'd say they're all obviously way more talented than I am.
30 artists. These are all full-time employees of yours?
Not all full-time. Some are doing this full-time. But yeah, some of our artists are super, super talented. A couple of our artists are actually tattoo artists, award-winning tattoo artists. So just imagine the attention to detail that they put into their work.
What's the vetting? Like, sorry, I got many questions about this, Alex. What's the vetting process for an artist to work for you?
Yeah, you just have to do good work, pay attention to detail.
Got it.
Yeah, most importantly, communicate well and be a good person. Because just from running businesses, most important thing is that you have good people who work hard and have passion for their craft. And all it takes is one bad apple. Just like sports, just like playing on a team. You want all good people. At the end of the day, it's not always the most talented team that wins, but the team that gels the best, the team that communicates well with each other. And obviously having talent is the icing on the cake.
Right. Alex, so we're right around the corner from spring training for MLB players. Is right now like busy season for you guys?
I'd say from November through like spring, early summer is super busy because you're going from holiday orders to then people ordering for the spring baseball season. And obviously I'd say the summer is a lot of the big league guys, because they're settled in. They want to match some of their special uniforms, special events. You got July 4th, Players Weekend, stuff like that.
So MLB, I want to say it was right before COVID. I think it was 2019. They ended the rule about players' cleats having to be 51% of their team's primary colors. You got, and I think you just mentioned this was like kind of the inception of your business, right?
Yeah, so 2018, I believe, is when they lifted the percentage rule.
Okay, 18.
So that's when they could have whatever percentage of color that's seen on their uniform, meaning if on their patch there's a random color, they could have 100% of that color on their cleats. So as long as that color is on their uniform, they could have 1% or 100% on their cleats. During the COVID year, 2020 is when they lifted all the color restrictions. So that's when players could have pink, volt, yellow, all these neon colors, whatever design they want. And that's when they basically eliminated Players Weekend, because what was the point of Players Weekend if the players could have all these cool colors throughout the whole year? But then they finally brought it back last year and did more of like a charity initiative, which I think was pretty cool.
During Players Weekend, Alex, do you see a massive boost in sales?
Yeah. At least from the big league side. Just since starting the company, we worked with over 700 big leaguers, so almost the whole league.
700 big league. I was just going to say that's got to be close to the whole league.
Yeah, but also keep in mind a lot of guys have bounced around.
Mm-hmm.
Some guys only get to the big leagues for 1 week, 1 day. So that's just in total. So I'd say from every team, we've probably worked with 5 to 10 players currently right now.
So I'm a baseball player. I want custom cleats. I reach out to you. I reach out to Stadium Custom Kicks on Instagram. However that happens, then what's the process? Like, what's the turnaround time? Am I shipping you the cleats? Are you guys just buying them? How's that work?
Yeah, so a lot of our orders are actually on our website. So we actually don't even communicate with the customer. They just go on our website and order. But there's still a good percentage of people that want to create their own design. So they usually message us on social media or email. A lot of guys have my number, so just text me directly. But yeah, we have a whole team. So I'm not really dealing with every single order that comes through. We have a special projects team. We have our designers. So just over the years, I've gotten more into the business side and less into the design and painting side of it.
So I have to assume that these players aren't really just ordering one pair of cleats from you, right?
No, and my teammate on the Wolves, Cano, has probably ordered 50 pairs in the last couple of years.
Robinson Cano has. Interesting.
Yeah.
You made a lot of the cleats for a couple guys that participated in the showcase too, right? In 2023?
I believe so. Yeah, I'd have to look at all the guys.
I want to say it could have been Brian Schlitter. It could have been AJ Schugel. I'm not sure.
Brian actually paints shoes himself. So.
Okay. I didn't know that. You guys never collabed?
No, I've never met him.
Okay.
So yeah, that'll be a
couple weeks.
Yeah, that'll be cool. I'll meet him in a couple weeks.
So then, Alex, What about the turnaround time for these? When could I expect as a customer to get these cleats back in hand?
Yeah, normal turnaround's like 4 to 6 weeks, but
Oh wow, that's way quicker than I assumed.
yeah, when we first started, it was a long time. But that's obviously the beauty of having a team. And some of our artists are doing this full time. We have an artist who's been doing this 15 plus years, and he's able to do 20 to 40 pairs a week. It's crazy. He's like
That's just automatic. Oh my God, you can't. Jeez, that's talent, Alex. So, as an entrepreneur, in your opinion, what are the best qualities of a great leader?
Yeah, I think communication is most important, and setting a clear vision. Organization and communication, I think, are most important. If you're a leader, you're not organized, you don't communicate well, you can't expect everyone that works for you to be that way. And the same as with baseball. You need a good manager.
Right.
Even though the manager is not playing, he plays a crucial role in bringing everyone together, organization, communication with the players, their roles, and all that kind of stuff.
Right. It's a crucial position for sure. Alex, so like we said, UAE Series, 2 weeks away. How excited are you to get over there, get on the ground, and play some baseball?
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. As long as I can remember, I've always wanted to visit Dubai, and I absolutely love playing the game of baseball. And been playing professionally. This will be my 11th season of professional baseball. So I can't ask for anything more exciting. Just putting the two together, visiting an amazing city, and playing the game I love. It's really the best of both worlds.
Right. Who are you most excited to share the field with?
Probably Robinson Cano. I'd say Cano and Didi because I've played against them a bunch in international tournaments.
Yep.
I pitched against Cano in the World Baseball Classic 23, Didi in the Classic in 17, and in the European Championships last fall. So it'll be good to be on the same team this time instead of pitching against them.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about facing those lethal bats, right? Alex, so how did you actually first get involved with Baseball United?
Yeah, someone reached out like 4 or 5 years ago when you guys were first putting it together, and
Wow.
then I didn't hear from anyone for probably 1 or 2 years, and then as we got closer to draft, I heard from them. So yeah, it was pretty cool to see it all come together.
It's crazy you mentioned 4 or 5 years ago they reached out to you. It's crazy in honestly a short amount of time how far we've come from basically having an idea right here to now having our own ballpark, hosting our own tournaments, hosting our own amateur tournaments, and soon to be hosting season 1 at some point. It's been an incredible ride for sure. And just from the player perspective, Alex, what makes you believe that our league's going to continue on the trajectory that we're on?
Yeah, it just seems like Cash and all the guys running operations just have a ton of passion. So many people have ideas and visions, but don't actually make them come true. But it seems like everything they set their mind to, they accomplish. And look at all these amazing investors and people part of the ownership group. You got Hall of Famers, big league all stars. I think there's a lot of opportunity here. And I think there's a lot of talent out there too. There's a lot of talent out there. The free agent market is always super competitive in all the leagues, from the Atlantic League all the way to affiliate ball, Asia, Korea, Japan, Mexico. There's so many good leagues out there, and there's so much talent. And I think a lot of players are going to be interested in playing this league, and I think it's going to keep growing from a team standpoint.
Going off of your point there, Alex, I feel like we as an organization have the perfect blend of baseball experience and business expertise. When you look at our CEO and chairman, Cash Shake, and everything he's accomplished throughout his career, now taking this on and busting down doors no one's ever even thought about knocking on before, running this business, multi-continent business, flying all over the world, Mexico, Dubai, where you name it, he's been there. It has to give you as a player so much confidence that we're just going to continue on where we're going.
Yeah, definitely. I think they do things right just from my short experience. They communicate well, they do things right. I think the sky's the limit. I think there's a lot of possibilities here, and I think the biggest challenge will be, teaching the game of baseball to all the people in the Middle East.
Right.
But I think that's going to grow quickly, especially with the amount of talent that they're bringing over there. People, they say if you build it, people will come. So it's built. There's going to be games, high level games. Quality talent is coming out there. So I think the game is going to grow very quickly over there.
You mentioned teaching the game to the people in the Middle East and South Asia, Alex. Competing in the UAE series, this is more of an opportunity for any baseball player. It's really a responsibility when you think about it, because you do get to be one of the first players to play baseball in Dubai. You get to be one of the first players to teach the youth over there, introduce the game to them, help them with all these things, talk to them, perhaps make a fan of you for life. Once these franchises get on the ground in a couple of weeks, it really is such a big moment for us as an organization, because as I've said before, now the fans have a team they can root for. They can connect with players. They can talk to guys like you and connect with them and have those memories that we've all had growing up, whether it's at a ballpark, on the field, in the stands, and just truly have another avenue to fall in love with this game.
Yeah, no, definitely. And, I'd say most of us professional baseball players look back at when we were kids going to games. I remember being 5-6 years old, going to Shea Stadium, watching Mets games, going to batting practice, trying to catch balls, getting autographs, stuff like that. Like that's why I fell in love with the game. So now it's our turn to give back and teach these kids in Dubai, in the Middle East, the game of baseball, and give them memories and inspire them to play the game.
Alex, what would you say to any of these kids in the Middle East and South Asia who want to grow up to be a professional baseball player?
Yeah. I'd say, keep working hard, and no matter where you live, I think you have an equal opportunity to play professional baseball. I think that's the beauty of social media. The beauty of all these different leagues around the world. It used to be probably in the, early days, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and even 1990s, where most of Major League Baseball was just Americans. It really has become a worldwide game. I think it was awesome during COVID when ESPN was broadcasting the KBO games, right? Gave that league some exposure. And, there are other leagues around the world that are almost as good as Major League Baseball. Japan is just as good, or just right below Major League Baseball. There's so many good leagues out there. And, I think with Baseball United, you invited a couple of guys from Africa to play.
In the showcase last year you're talking about? Yeah, Dennis Kasumba, he was from Africa.
Yeah, I've been following Kasumba's story. Like that's amazing. Kasumba's getting amazing opportunities. When he was little and growing up, he probably never thought he had any chance of doing that. And now he's playing with Major League Baseball players. I saw he played in the Major League Baseball Draft League.
Yep.
He's getting these amazing opportunities, and that should be inspiration for these kids all around the world. Whether you come from a small town in Africa or a big city in the United States, you have equal opportunity to chase your dreams.
Alex, you mentioned the prospects from all around the world. Each franchise participating in the UAE series, the Wolves and the Falcons, will each have 5 budding prospects from around the region on each team that get to share the field with guys like you, guys like Robbie Cano, guys like Didi Gregorius. How big of an opportunity do you believe that is for them? And second part, how much are you looking forward to sharing the field with those guys and kind of instilling some of your knowledge and your experience onto them?
Yeah, definitely. And I don't think they have announced that yet, so I didn't get a chance to see who has been invited, but I think it's going to be an amazing experience for them. I could imagine just being a youngster, even before even if I was in high school or college before professional baseball, just getting to experience that, I'd remember that for the rest of my life and learn some amazing advice from older, experienced baseball players.
Alex, as we wrap up here, what would be your message to the fans that you're going to go over there and see in 2 weeks?
Yeah, just be ready for some amazing baseball.
Alex Katz, thank you so much for joining me today, bro. Best of luck in the UAE series. I'm looking forward to watching you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.